Hey there, awesome folks. This is Mentor Shelly coming to you once again, wanting to make sure that you are living your dream career. And of course, the segment we want to talk today about, there's a couple of things. I know there are some of us, or some of you, I should say, because of course I've been through this before as well. Some of you are like this close to leaving your job, and you don't have a plan on, okay, am I looking for something else? You're just so frustrated with the process of going to work and dealing with all kinds of nonsense that you're just ready to quit. Word of advice: don't quit just yet. Before you quit, make sure you have a plan in place to not only when you leave, you'll be walking into something better, but at the very least, plan for it. Here are 4 things that I'm going to ask you to consider before quitting that job you hate. Over 50, as you know, I talked about it in a few videos earlier before this week, that more than 50% of the people that are working in jobs right now hate the jobs that they're in. And what that tells you is that there's something wrong with either the economy, there's something wrong overall where people are just doing things really to get by. They're not doing things that truly excite them, that truly, you're not doing things that matches your personality, that matches your creative juices, things of that nature. And I want to offer you 4 things to consider before quitting. From personal experience myself, because I've been in one of those jobs before. It was in my career field, but the environment was, in a word, toxic. Okay? And although I put some of these things into place, there were other factors that I ended up getting pushed out of that position. But it was an extreme blessing in disguise, because that's part of the reason I'm here helping you guys today. Because that that particular experience opened me up to looking at things differently. And I want to make sure that even though there's some environments that are just toxic because you have no control over that, how you can maneuver through that, or how you can plan to move out of that, or while you're there, to make the best of the situation. Here are 4 things to consider before you leave the job or the career that you hate. Number 1, what do you really want to do in your career? If it's what you're doing now, just at a different place, then definitely use your career tools, like your resume, your cover letter, and apply everywhere. Talk to everybody that you know. Tap into your warm network. See this thing here called the phone? Yeah. There's a bunch of people's numbers in there that you know. Talk to them. You'd be surprised how people are willing to help if you ask for it. Make sure that you ask, listen, I know this is kind of a sudden question I'm asking, but do you have any openings in XYZ positions, or I'm willing to do XYZ to make sure that I can cover, I can do things to make sure that I can take care of my responsibilities. I just need to get out of this environment. So consider, what do you really want to do with your career? And if you're not sure, or you have an idea but you have no idea what the first steps to take, definitely check out my free resource at mentorshelly.com/DCG, which is a dream career guide that will definitely help you to formulate your new dream career based on what it is that you like, your knowledge base that you have, and what you're willing to learn along the way. Now, second thing to consider: create your career plan. Now, you're at the job that you're at and you hate it, and you're ready to make a change. Okay, so what is it you have to do? You can use Dream Career Guide for sure to help formulate your plan. That's part of it, writing it down. Grab a pen and paper. Listen, I want, what type of career opportunity do you want to transition to? Do you want to transition from being a truck driver to a truck driving instructor, like one of my clients recently did? She had the experience. She'd been trucking for 5 years, and say, you know what, I need a change. I do like the trucking industry. I just don't want to be on the road all the time. So a great way to transition is to transition from, you're still in the same industry, but instead of being on the road, she decided to take advantage of the opportunity where she's able to instruct those that are going on the road. So she was able to use the experience that she had to transition into a different career path. So if you want to make transitions just like that, definitely, if you are looking for more guidance on how to get that done, definitely schedule a career strategy session with me by going to mentorshelley.com/services/career strategy. Or definitely use the free resource, the Dream Career Guide, as a starting point to be able to document, okay, how do I want to transition? What industries do I want, do you want to work in? In order for you to know that, you have to do the homework, folks. I can't do it for you. I'm not in your head. Of course, sometimes I'd like to be, but I'm not in your head. So you have to make sure that you are doing what is necessary to put the career plan in place for yourself. Now, part number 3, things number 3 that you can do. Take action on your career plan. Start applying for jobs in the industry that you want to go into. Start talking to industry folks. Start networking, meaning that there is a website called meetup.com where they have a lot of free and paid meetup groups that you can start talking to industry folks. Let's say, for instance, if you're transitioning into the fashion industry, then you want to look up all things fashion and whatever groups meet up on a weekly, monthly basis, or bi-weekly basis, depending on what they meet up, to check out what's important to the group, what's the latest and greatest in that fashion industry. In order for you to get a feel for what the industry is like, you have to be around people that already have experience in it. That's a great way to get your feet wet, in a sense. You can volunteer in some of those areas, while you're, that's part of the transition. You can work in the job that you hate, but also volunteer maybe a few hours a month just to see, okay, am I really going to like this? I really have a feel for, or a knack for XYZ industry. Let me volunteer at some of these organizations to see if that's something that you really want to do. So that's thing number 3. Thing number 4, of course, continue to apply, continue to network, continue to do what is necessary to start inserting yourself, or to go in the direction of that new career, and prep for possible interviews. Because as you're applying, you may get calls back, and when you get calls back, you better be prepared to handle that interview. And of course, preparing for an interview for your current career versus preparing for an interview for the career that you're looking to transition into may be 2 very different things. I definitely want to offer another resource for you to be able to help yourself prepare well for your career transition interview. Definitely check out my resource at mentorshelley.com/services/interview-help. What it will help you to do is narrow down industry specific questions to expect. It would also help you to prepare in detail to help you to prepare for that career track that you're going into. Every industry has their nuances, and that particular resource will help you to uncover the nuances and take advantage of, okay, you can bring up these particular subjects in an interview. That way they know, yes, you're transitioning in the career, but you already have a knowledge base. And in order for you to do that, it takes preparation. So make sure that you are prepared to handle the interviews for your new career like a boss. So I just want to make sure that you guys are good. I know, listen, I understand the transition sometimes can be difficult, or the job that you're in right now can be downright frustrating. But I'm here to offer some solutions, making sure that you guys are really doing what is necessary to take on that career change by finding out what you're good at, finding out what you like, finding out what your knowledge base is, cultivate a plan, and take massive action. This is Mentor Shirley wanting to make sure that you live your dream career and you do so professionally. Please make sure that if you find this information helpful, or you know somebody that does, that is really dealing with the job they hate so much so that they want to strangle somebody, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that they can get the help they need by using the information that's provided in this video and the other resources that are available in the links below that we talked about. And of course, if you're watching this on IG or you're watching this on Facebook, like and share the video. That way other people can take advantage of these tips and these points to consider when you're making that career change. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one. And as always, live your dream career, but make sure you do so professionally. Take care and have a good one. Bye.